I'm going to show y'all how to take an airbag off a Freightliner Cascadia. Gotta take this bolt off. If it's never been removed, it will be extremely hard. I'll show y'all how to take off the driver side drive wheel airbag. If the bolt has never been taken off since factory, it's a pain in the butt. You got tape, you got paint on the threads and all that, so it takes a little bit to take the nut off the bolt because that old black tape paint. You got one bolt on the on the outside, then you got and then on the inside, when you crawl in between the tires. I won't lose that nut. Put it right there. Always put your nut and all that on top of the fifth wheel. If you don't lose it, so you won't lose it. And then you got one bolt underneath it on the bottom. This is the bolt that's under the bottom side of your airbag. It should be the same size that's on top. It's 3/4. If you don't know, this one should come off just pretty easy because it don't have any black paint on the thread, so it should come off pretty easily. Some of y'all might use air tools and stuff like that, but I'm somewhere where I'm not nowhere near electricity, so I'm having to use hand tools. But if you're at a shop, you can use air tools for a faster job. But like I said, I'm nowhere near that. So, and that's it. Make sure you take that washer off as well so you don't lose it. You need that. And so far, and then you got one more, the air coupler on top that you need to take off the bag, and then and then you use a lumbar and slide it and pop these bolts out of these holes. And this is the last thing you have to take off. It's your airline coupler. It's a T. You take off that threaded part. It should look like something like this. This threaded part, but it's on top. So that'd be the last thing you should take off. So I'll be back when I get this thing off. I'll show you how to pop off the airbag. On mine, it probably didn't have to come off, but I have to take it off anyway to put it on a new one. So, depending on what model airbag you get from the dealership, you may have to take it off, you may not, depending on the new airbag. So, I just want to show you that. This is where the old air coupler went in. I didn't have to take it off, but I had to anyways to put it on the new one. So there it is. You guys, all you need to get is one of these long bars right here. It's going to help you a lot. Most important note is that you need to before you do any of this, you need to drain all your air out of your tanks. And then undo everything I just showed you in the previous, the airline coupler and bolts and nuts and all that. So you have no air in the airbag, no air. And then before you take it off, make sure you build the airbag up. It'll lift the truck off the bag. It'll be a lot easier. A lot easier. And it'll come off a lot easier, like I said. So just a little side note. After you get everything taken off, nuts and all that off, build up your air back into the other airbag, so it should lift it up. It'll be easier to get that off. So we'll be back here in a minute. Let's see if it's gonna work. It should work. I may need to pinch off the airline. Make sure that you also pinch off the airline that you took off at the coupler, so you're gonna send the air to the other airbags. The more air you have in the other bag, the easier they pop off, just like that. So, make sure that you pop on down to the hole at the bottom. So once you build air back up into your tanks, it should be filled the air back in the other airbags over there, and it should make it easier for you to take the airbag off. See it? The frame going up, frame lifting up. So now it's easier to take off, and it's easier to put back on like this. There's no need to fight it. Work smarter, not harder. Alright, I'll show you all. There it is, you guys. There it is. I had a few little cracks in here though. It was leaking a little bit, so I had to replace it. So it's got a few spots where it leaks. Change it for blue. So if this thing blue while you're on the road, you're on the solid road for a while. So I'm gonna show you how to put the new one on. You guys, remember I took this coupler off on the top. Remember I told you I had to take off the old one right here. See, it just had a little hole. This new one has got a threaded part to it. I had this threaded on top. So that's what I said. You may have to take it off of your old one, you may not. Well, you have to take it off either way. But understand to remove it off the truck, you may have to take it off, you may not. I didn't have to, but I didn't know. So, but it had to come off either way, so I just went ahead and took it off, put on a new one. So now all we do is just install it back in. See if I can sit y'all down for a minute. It's kind of hard to do it with one hand. I don't want to mess up the threads and all, so. Alright guys, I got the truck back off for a minute so I can tell y'all. I couldn't show y'all on video how to do it because I just needed both my hands But the best thing that I can explain it to you is crawl back underneath the truck, push up on the bottom of this airbag to get it back into the hole, and then get back out here. Use your bar, push down on the airbag, and get it underneath this bracket, and put it back in the hole. That's the only best way I can explain it. Just push it back in the hole on the bottom first, and then get back out here, and then push back down on the airbag, push it down to get this bolt back in the hole. That's the only way I can explain it to be a lot easier. So that's what it is. That's how you put an airbag on the truck, and then just go ahead and put everything back on, the nut and the airline, and that's it, guys.